What's going on, crew? Welcome back to the channel. My name's AugieRFC, and today we're going to be talking about Faze Banks cheating on Alissa Violet. Now, cheating drama is ever so prevalent on YouTube, as you could imagine. You know, YouTubers are constantly up to, you know, all kinds of dirty, manipulative tactics behind the scenes when it comes to growing their channel or screwing over their friends or something like that. So it comes to no surprise that, you know, YouTubers cheat all the time on their significant others. And to be honest, my position has always been, I don't really care at the end of the day. I mean, yes, cheating is bad. You should not cheat. That's not what I'm arguing. That being said, you know, it's really none of my business at the end of the day. I mean, it's up to, you know, the couple to kind of, you know, work it out, figure it out, or hash it out online, as we see here. That being said, this drama's caught a lot of attention, so I figured there's no reason, you know, not to cover it and take a look at it. So this is Alissa Violet. This is her tweet, her subtweet that kind of started the entire conversation. She's quote tweeting someone asking, "How did you find out you were being cheated on?" Alissa Violet quote tweets this tweet by saying, "I was asleep upstairs with our dogs and he wasn't next to me, so I checked our guest house and caught him naked in bed with a random girl." Oof, exposed, caught, outed right on the air, right live to 100,000 people who clicked like, probably a lot more people who saw the tweet in general. Just completely exposing Banks. Although she doesn't mention his name, everybody kind of knew, yeah, it's obviously Banks. I mean, what? It could either be like Banks or Jake Paul, and it would be kind of weird to point out, you know, something about Jake Paul this late into the game. She clarifies at the bottom here, guest wing of the house. So it looks like, so he cheated on her in the same house that she was in at the time. Man did not care at all. Jesus. Of course, Kava's pointed out an old tweet that kind of shows, you know, how things did not age well. Now looking at this situation, showing a tweet from Banks here, there's absolutely no offline drama. We have handled this offline for a month now. I haven't made videos or even really any kind of content because I can't fake it and don't want to bring that energy. We just had to let our audience know a lot of people care about us together. Well, I mean, no drama, huh? No drama, yeah, sure. Although there might have been no drama at the time, certainly now there's plenty of drama surfacing, as this is now the hottest topic going around the YouTuber tabloid community, I guess. Now this is really the meat of the issue right here. So Banks tweets out a cryptic tweet afterwards saying, "I love you," very cringe, I might add. But then again, this entire drama is pretty cringe if you really think about it. Alissa begins to dump some DMs, or rather some text messages, sorry. You can see a little side note here. She's renamed him to Scumbag on her phone, so you know shit's real. Shit's really going on, you know, when we see this. This is Banks saying, "Dude, why? I love you. What the hell, Liz? This ain't cool." She replies, "I love you. Did you love me when you were hooking up with a random whore in our home? Did you love me when you Snapchatted that girl in Vegas to come fuck you when I was at dinner with you?" Banks replies, "Dude, what the fuck is this? I always kept my promises." Which is funny because, like, what promises are we talking about? What promises are you referring to? She replies, "Did you love me when I was in Orlando for my cousin's wedding and you hooked up with a girl in our bed?" You can see he's typing away right now. Not sure what he's responding, but if I had to guess, it'd be something along the lines of, "Dude, what the hell, bro, dude." She continues on here, "Did you love me when I've been asking you for 5 months to help out with our dogs, but you told me to ship them to my parents in Ohio because it was too much for you?" Banks replies, "I couldn't take care of them? I couldn't take care of them? I want them to have a good life? Why are we doing this online?" Oh, Banks, why are we doing this online? You should know by now. You should know by now. If you're dating an e-girl and you're a YouTuber, it's always going to happen online. There is no offline, there's no settle it behind the scenes, there's no resolve this behind closed doors. Everything gets blasted online these days. That's just par for the course at this point. Alissa, and also I want to point out before I continue reading her tweet thread here, I love how he mentions the dog thing, but not the cheating thing. Like, that's what he's like on, that's what he's on about. Oh my god. But to be fair, what can he say really? I didn't cheat? I mean, she seems to pin him on the fact that he cheated, and he's not really arguing it, so I think it's pretty clear that, yeah, he did cheat. Alissa goes on to say, "Did you love me when you texted that girl that you were on your way to her hotel room at 6 a.m. to get weird while I was sleeping next to you? Did you love me when you said you were at a highlight room but I had your location and you were at a random apartment complex for 2 hours? Did you love me when you broke 8 of my phones? Did you love me when you smashed in the back of Chantel's window of her car that she gave me? Did you love me when you fucked all the girls I was worried about while we were dating after the breakup? Jeez, dude, just dropping the entire, just a nuclear missile onto Banks' career like this. Just no fucks given. Just, she's had enough. She's just letting it all out. Live in front of the entire Twitter audience. You can see all these tweets getting tens of thousands of likes. I mean, to be fair, Banks is not really getting ratioed here. Something I did notice is that he's not really, like, losing from this so far. Like, if you look at his social play here for his Twitter account, he's actually gained from this entire situation, plus 3,000 followers, which is kind of interesting. You know, you think with the whole wave of cancel culture or something, he'd be just plummeting in support, but that doesn't really seem to be happening. That being said, Alissa Violet's analytics are looking far better than his. While he's only gained about 3,000 followers, she's gained about 30,000, 10 times the support, which is expected, of course, because she's kind of the one who's kind of on top of this whole situation. So a little update to the story. I just noticed this, actually, a little bit of an editor's note, if you will. I mentioned that Faze Banks was not losing Twitter followers. He's actually gaining a little from this. Well, that might be the case on Twitter, but on his YouTube channel, he has lost 30,000 subscribers. So, yeah, it's kind of weird how this is a Twitter drama, but he's losing YouTube subs instead of Twitter followers over it. But, hey, that's how it works out for him. So, just thought I'd point that out since it's kind of relevant to one of the points that I was making. Now, something that's funny to point out is the fact that she says, "Did you love me when you broke 8 of my phones?" If we actually look at an old tweet here, we can see that she actually makes reference to the fact that she needs new phones as far back as May 31st of this year, where she tweets out, "I'm so sick of having to get a new phone every month. I literally take the cutest pictures and end up losing them forever. I'd use iCloud, but I'd take too many pictures of my asshole." Thanks, Alissa. I appreciate that. Really trying to get the channel monetized over here. Way to go. Of course, it's all culminated in a twit longer. Well, not really a twit longer. It's the next best thing, you know, that typical thing when YouTubers will, you know, grab their iPhone, go in their brand new iPhone, what is it, 11 that's come out now. They'll open up the Notes app and start typing that super detailed, scary message or something, kind of addressing the situation. Let's see what he has to say, though, in fairness. So it's titled Alissa. This was tweeted out yesterday at 7:47 p.m. on December 2nd, and to be fair, it has gotten a lot of support. Matter of fact, if I click a reply, I can only see he's only gotten about 5,000 replies, so he's not getting ratioed by any means. Like I said, he's not really been losing support. That being said, everybody's kind of on Alissa's side when it comes to picking, you know, one or the other in this situation. Anyway, let's go on and read what he has to say. Banks says, "I could spend the next few minutes listing all the horrible things Alissa has done to me and why I did what I did. Obviously, there's two sides to every story, and neither of us have been perfect. Rather than contribute to all of that, I'm going to do the right thing and take responsibility for where I've gone wrong in this. Alissa and I had been having issues, and I did something really stupid and hurtful. There's additional context, and it's not as simple as who's right and who's wrong. It doesn't even matter at this point. What matters is that we're both humans, we both definitely hurt each other, and we've been broken up for 6 months now, and this incident happened almost a full year ago. It's haunted both of us for a long time. We all fuck up, that's human. What that girl and I shared was special, 1 in a billion special, something that I don't expect to share with another human for as long as I'm alive. We had issues and couldn't fix them. We were miserable together for a while and couldn't ever let each other go. I think I speak for both of us when I say the love was and always will be a very real thing, which is why I refuse to let a very intimate, private relationship become a spectacle online. It's heartbreaking. Social media really isn't the place. I wasn't expecting this because we were both always very much on the same page about making sure we have a line drawn in the sand about what we share with our audience. But again, I see that she's hurt and I understand where she's coming from. Liz, if you're reading this, I love you. It hurts me a lot that you're hurt, but I promise hurting me won't make you feel any better. I wish every day that it could have been different. I will never ever not love you and I'll always be here. I truly do wish the best for you. I won't ever say a bad word about her, so sorry for everyone who wanted another sip of tea. You won't find that here. I'm sorry. I love you all." And then he caps it off with the heart emoji right there. Now, a couple things I want to comment on this before I wrap it up for the video. He points out, like, yeah, I could mention all the horrible things she's done, but I'm not going there, which is kind of manipulative if you think about it. You know, because it's kind of just like, well, you might as well mention, if you're going to mention that there was horrible things that happened, you might as well go the full mile, just kind of hinting that it's there. It's just kind of weird. That being said, Banks is incredibly naive and stupid for expecting, you know, an e-girl to not just dump everything on the internet. Whether she is in the right or in the wrong, e-girl's gonna do what an e-girl's gonna do. And that means that everything that you ever, every conversation you ever had with her, every, you know, photograph you exchanged with her, all of that's going out publicly. I mean, these are LA YouTubers. What can you really expect at the end of the day? I want to end this little video off with a funny tweet by a mutual of mine on Twitter by the name of Pugnit TV, if you want to follow him. He writes, so Faze Banks has scammed fans with CSGO Wild, made $900,000 in damages to a bar, falsely accused someone of sexual assault, smashed up a hotel, which by the way led to $30,000 in damages, owns a company that gives out 80 to 20% contracts, and apparently lied about the amount of stock the Faze X Supreme collaboration had. Lol. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. That being said, my name is AugieRFC. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to comment down below what you think about the situation, if you really care. I want to give a little shout out to my patrons. Oops, there we go. And my D-Live subscribers, Tipster, Snicked Ray, DEFFY, JUNKOH, AESTHEMIC, 9volt, and Gertie D. Thank y'all for supporting the channel monthly. Actually, right now, we are growing, so I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to everybody who's new to the show. And be sure to tune into my nightly program. I didn't do a podcast tonight. It just wasn't in me. That being said, I still wanted to get a video out, so I hope you enjoyed this. It was the next best thing I could do, rather than just take, you know, rather than just take the entire night off. But that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and post this video and go to sleep. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys.